Now we are starting the topic transmission impairment. Now whenever we are transmitting some kind of data, there is some kind of noise or disturbance come inside that, or maybe there is some loss in signal. Now these all things comes under the transmission impairment. Means any of the problem which is coming in the signals in the transmission, that is called the transmission impairment. If we talk about the causes of transmission impairment, then in the transmission impairment there are basically three causes. These are the attenuation, distortion and the noise. So first of all we are discussing the first type or first cause of transmission impairment, which is the attenuation. Now we are discussing the attenuation. Now first thing in the attenuation, you must see that there is a point 1. Point 1, we are assuming that there is a one particular side where we are sending an original signal. You can see that the strength of this signal is very high. So this is very high strength of the signal. Now whenever this signal is going through the transmission medium from one point to another point, so it is reaching to another point, now the strength of the signal will become low. So this is called the attenuated signal, and this is because of some of the interference or something. Now whenever the strength of the signal become low, this is called the attenuation, or we can say that attenuation means loss of energy. So the signal is going from one location to another, then the energy is reduced. And second thing, when the signal travel through a medium, it lose energy to overcome the resistance of the medium. The meaning is that whenever from one point to another the data is transmitted through a specific medium, then obviously that medium or that wire is having some kind of resistance, and that resistance take out the signal strength. That's why the signal strength become decrease. If the original signal strength is high, so that will become low afterward. Similarly, you have seen in the electric wires also. In the electric wire, if you are sending some kind of current, then that wire becomes slightly heat up, and that reduces the current. That's why the transformers are applied. So this is the example we can take, that any wire which is having the electric current, then that current is again reduced because of that medium. So we can take this as an example. The wire carrying electrical signal get warm as some electric energy of signal is converted to the heat. The meaning is that if we are having a wire and through which we are transmitting some kind of electricity, now that wire become warm, and because of that the signal strength become low. So this is the attenuation, which means the loss of energy. And just like we are taking the example of electric wire, and in the electric wire we need the transformers to increase back the electricity. Similarly, the low signal is again given back to high. So this signal is again done back to high at point 3 by using the amplifier. Just like in the electric wires we are having the transformers, similarly here we are having the amplifier, so that the reduced signals are again attenuated back. So this is the first kind of transmission impairment, that is the attenuation. Now we are discussing the next impairment cause, that is called the distortion. So talking about the distortion, distortion means signal change its shape or the form. Signal changing its shape or form, that means let us suppose that this is the signal which we are sending. So this is the signal which we have started. Now the signal which we have sent and signal which we have received, the shape is different. So once the shape of signal is different, that is called due to the distortion. Now why this happen? Why the shape become change? This is the reason, because of their propagation speed. So first of all we must know one thing, that shape changes or means distortion happen in the composite signal. That's why we can say that it occur in composite signal which made of different frequency. Now here you can see that this composite signal means it is composed of many signals. The signal which we are sending, actually that is the combination of multiple signals. So this signal is taken from three signals. There is signal 1, signal 2 and signal 3. So these are the three signals which they are sending, and they are having the different frequencies. So these three signals are combined at point 1 and they are sent through the transmission medium to the point 2. So this one is the transmission medium through which we are sending these signals, and these three signals S1, S2 and S3, these are the components of the composite signals. So these three signals are combined and sent. So distortion happen in the composite signal, means when the signals are combined together and then their shape become change. And why their shape change? Because each signal has its own propagation speeds through the medium and they are having its own delay in arriving the final destination. Now this line is saying that they are having their own propagation speed through the medium. Now let us suppose that this is the source and the last one is the destination. Now from the source to destination, the data is moving, signals are moving, and we know that there are three signals S1, S2 and S3 which are combinedly making the composite signal. So this one is the composite signal and it is a combination of S1, S2 and S3. Now they are having their own propagation speed and delay. That means through this medium, through this wire, the signals are going from point 1 to point 2 and they are traveling at different speed. Assuming that this one S3, this signal reach faster, you can see that it is reach faster. After that, just after, S2 is arrived, so this signal is arrived and this signal S1 reach afterward. So to the destination, when they are reaching through the medium, their speed and their delay is different. Actually they should be reached at a specific time, but one is reaching earlier, one is reaching some late and one is reaching on time. That's why when these signals are combined back, then their form which is coming, it is having the different shape. So this particular signal, the composite signal which is received at the destination, is having the different shape, and this is called the distortion. So we can say that whenever the signals are combined together, means composite signal are there, then we are having distortion, and distortion means changing the shape or form. And why this happen? Because these signals travel through a medium at their own speed and they are not reaching at a specific time. So when they are combined back, their shape become change. So this is called the distortion. Now we are discussing the next cause of impairment, that is called the noise. Now we are discussing the noise. This is one of the transmission impairment and the cause of impairment. Now noise we already know. Let us suppose we are talking to somebody on a phone and there is some kind of disturbance coming, that is called the noise. Similarly, let us suppose that there is a point 1 and at the point 1 I am sending some signal. This is the transmitted signal. Now this signal is moving through the transmission medium. This is the transmission medium to the part 2 or the point 2. Now here in between the transmission medium, there is some other appliance or some other current or something else is placed which is giving the interference or adding the noise. So this is the noise which is added to my signal. Now if that noise is added to my signal, then the resultant signal which is received at point 2 will be different. So transmitted signal and received signal will be different because of the noise in between. Let us suppose if I am talking to somebody and somebody also is giving their own volume in between. So the resultant means the receiver will not hear my actual sound. It will receive some different sound. So that is called the noise. And there are different categories of the noise. So first of all we are having is the thermal noise. Thermal is taken from the heat. Well, the random motion of electron in wire create extra signal which is not sent by the transmitter. The meaning is that whenever through a wire we are sending some kind of current. Now in that wire, how the current moves? There are some electrons which are moving. Now that electron are moving from one place to another, and through that the current is moving, and because of the movement of that electron, some different signal is generated which is mixed with the actual signal. Now that actual signal and the movement of electron signal is merged and then sent to the destination. Because of that the noise comes. This is called the thermal noise, and this is not added by the transmitter. Transmitter has not sent this noise. This noise is created through the wire. This is called the thermal noise. Now the next type of noise which we are having is the induced noise. Talking about the induced noise, let us suppose that my wire is moving. This is my wire, and nearby this wire there is some kind of motor which is running. So if some kind of motor which is running nearby the wire, now this is the source and destination of the wire, and the data is moving in this direction. Now this motor is going to give the interference in this particular line, and this is called the induced noise. Means from some of the appliances or some motor, the noise is added to the actual line where the data is passing. This is called the induced noise. So we can say that it comes from sources like motor or other appliances. So if some kind of motor or the generator of something is running nearby my wire, then the data of actual wire will be changed. The noise will come. This is called induced noise. And yes, the motor or the appliance here will act as the sending antenna, and the transmission medium will act as the receiving antenna. Means my wire will act as the receiver, and that motor who is going to generate that specific noise is acting like the transmitter. So this is the induced noise. The next type of noise which we are having is the crosstalk. As the name signifies crosstalk, let us suppose that this is source 1. I am talking to somebody, destination 1. Same wire is going, just touching my wire. Some other source is there that is also talking to somebody else. Now these two wires are merging together, one above the another. Now the signals is going in wire 1 and also in the wire 2. Let us suppose that this one is the wire 1 and another one is the wire 2, and these two wires are carrying the signals, but at the point where they are touching, where they are just above, I am not saying that they are insulated, they are one above the another, then their signals are high that they are going inside another. So you have seen might of the times that you are talking to somebody on the landline phone, then somebody else's voice is also mixing in your voice. This is called the crosstalk. Two people are talking, then third person voice is also mixing, coming. That is called the crosstalk, and that is only because the two wires are overlapping one above the another. So effect of one wire on the another. Meaning is that one wire is giving the impact on the other wire. So this is the crosstalk. Well, obviously the one wire is acting like the sending antenna, and other wire is acting like the receiving antenna. Let us suppose two people are talking from wire 1 and two are talking from wire 2, and wire 1 is impacting the wire 2. So wire 1 will be acting like a sender antenna and wire 2 will be acting like a receiver antenna, and in the wire 2 we will be having the signal mixed. So the people in the wire 2 will be having the third person noise which is coming. So this is the crosstalk. Now the last type of noise which we are having is the impulse noise. Impulse noise. Impulse comes from the electricity. So I am taking one example. Let us suppose that there is a wire is going, it is the source, it is the destination. Now this is the telephone wire through which we are talking. Just above that we are having one more wire, and this wire is the electric wire. Now we guys know that from the electric wire we are having very high interference. So that electric wire is giving the noise in your wire. So in the voice we are having the disturbance, and that is because of this high voltage. So if the telephone wire is going and above that there is very high voltage wire is going, then that high voltage electricity will give the disturbance on that telephone. So the source and destination will just hear that noise. This is called the impulse noise. So we can say that it is a spike. Spike means very high energy in short period of time that comes from the power line or the lightning. So spike means the high energy in short period of time. Just like whenever the high power line is going nearby the telephone line and the huge current is flowing through that power line, then a complete spike comes, means huge amount of electricity interference comes inside the telephone line. This is called spike, and because of that the noise comes. This is called the impulse noise. So noise is having four parts. One is thermal noise. When due to the electrons in wire noise come, it is called thermal noise. Induced noise, nearby appliances like motor, generator, the noise come, it is induced noise. Crosstalk, whenever two same type of telephone wires are going one above the another, then other person talk we are hearing, that is crosstalk. Impulse noise, due to the power line, then we are having the noise, it is called the impulse noise. So these are the transmission impairment, which are the attenuation, distortion and noise.